Okay, so we've spent a fair amount of time this evening talking about all the changes that have happened in agriculture. And if you're like me, they tend to make my head spin a little bit. What's happened? What might be coming down the pipe? What are some of those forward thinkers talking about that might just blow our minds 1, 2, 3, 5 years down the road, right? Did any of them scare you? It can scare me. It can be a scary time. We know that the speed of change is not slowing down. But I want to share a couple of moments with you from my career. And they're moments that I'm able to share not because I'm a brilliant person or have all the answers. They happen because I worked with a group of people that shared some very specific characteristics. And because they shared those characteristics, they embodied them, we were able to have a tremendous amount of success during that run. Number one, hardworking. And I understand that's very easy to say, and we all talk about the fact that we're hardworking in agriculture. But these people worked in a way that wasn't just, I came to the job and rolled up my sleeves and worked really hard today. These are people that lived their careers, that owned a piece of what they were doing, made it part of their lives, and gave their blood, sweat, and tears in a way that made you want to follow along with them. Number two, they were humble. Now let's think about humility and success, right? Can we be humble and confident at the same time? Absolutely. Being humble is not the same thing as being timid. But what I mean in this case is when you're living in an economy and a marketplace that is evolving at breakneck speed, you're not so arrogant as to say, I understand what's going to happen, or the way that I do things now is okay, that it's going to look like that 2, 3, 4 years from now. Humility is all about understanding that the world is going to change and that you don't have all the answers. And that you're humble enough to stop and look and listen and read and study and watch the tea leaves and understand where things might be going in the future. The third thing and the most important thing about this wonderful group of people that I had, what their reaction was to change, how they managed through that change, how they were able to create success out of what felt like difficult times, was being optimistic. So what does that look like? When the Andersons saw ethanol coming to the Eastern Corn Belt, they had just spent the past 15 years worth of capital investment building terminal grain elevators to feed the southeastern chicken farms, the southeastern and east coast hog farms, the Delmarva chicken farms. And now all of a sudden, ethanol was coming in 2001, 2002, 2003, into their territory and basically threatened to take all those capital investments and make them obsolete. What did they do about that? The first reaction is always to say, oh dear Lord, what is happening? The second reaction is, how do we take what we have done, the capital investments that we have, and instead of running afraid of them, take a minus and turn it into a plus and move forward with what you have and make it successful for you.